no matter what you say in the sport of boxing, no matter what you say, the contrarian asshole will come out and disagree with you. It's just the way it is. That's the nature of boxing. Okay. All right. And they don't have to be assholes, but they feel like it when you feel like you're giving like some universal truth, and they come out and just completely deny it. It's become like the new thing. I've noticed it. Completely denying the universal truth. It's not true. It's bullshit. There's nothing you can say. It's almost like there's always someone that needs to disagree with you. Like, on anything. It's fucking crazy. On almost anything. It's just the contrarian assholes just pops up. You can say Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a very good fighter, right? Someone's going to come out and say, "No, that's not true. He's a runner. That's not true. He's a limited fighter. He's not that good." It's just, all his fights are fixed. They were fixed. How the hell can that motherfucker win so many fights? It's just, you just can't. Manny Pacquiao is a damn good fighter. That's not true. No, he's not. Manny Pacquiao's not a good fighter. Like, there's always somebody that pops up, and you can't come up with some fucking consensus with these people. Okay, these fucking, like, a lot of you, like, you just want to be contrarian just for the fuck of it. Like, for what? I get it. You want to be different. You don't want to be like everybody else. You want to be different. You want to be the one that isn't part of the sheep. I get what you're going with this. I'm not one of the sheep. I'm one of the wise ones. I'm that 1%er that got it all figured out. Like, it's just, a lot of these people claiming not to be sheep are the biggest fucking sheep I've ever seen. Okay. It's just, I'm just telling you. But, why? This is why YouTube is fucking frustrating, man. Right? You're going to have, and I understand that you got to, respect everybody's opinion. Everybody has a right to an opinion. There are topics that are controversial and up for debate. There is. If we talk about who's the best fighter of all time, I'm going to expect different answers. Okay? I have my opinion on who the best is, and someone else will have another opinion. Right? But there are some things that you would think at least 98% of people would just agree on. Like, it's just, it could never happen. I'm starting to notice this, by the way. I'm starting to notice that a lot of people, okay, in the boxing communities, okay, on whatever, social media, right, are starting to do the whole, like, contrarian with boxing decisions, Like, if it's a close fight that could have gone either way, you would think, can we all just agree to that? It could have gone either way, but in my opinion, so and so on. In my opinion, so and so on. You have the individuals that just honestly believe that there's always a clear-cut winner no matter what. No matter what, my guy won. The guy I said won, and that's it. It's just, it's fucking annoying, right? There are fights that could go either way, all right? Like, it's just, and even that, it's not going to get a fucking universal truth. Someone's going to disagree with that. That's unbelievable, right? So, look, man, if there was a clear-cut way to judge boxing, they wouldn't have 3 judges, would they? Okay. What, did they just put one judge that just does it the clear-cut way? All right? I mean, look. And look, that comment, they're going to have a field day with it. Well, they don't do it because, the conspiracy, and they don't do it because some people don't do it the clear-cut way. And it's like, look, man, it's fuck. All right? Holy shit. Holy crap. I've also, noticed people doing cult followings with having cult followings, being the ultimate contrarian. It's just, it's insane, man. It's fucking insane. And they know they're doing it too. Like, it's fucking whatever. It is what it is. You know, it's a little bit of a hustle. It's all good. But, you know, all I know is this, man. Okay? This is just a random ass video, right? On a random ass night. And something I know is always in the back of everybody's head. And I've noticed it because I listen to all your videos, okay? Almost every channel I know, okay, is answering hypothetical questions that haven't been asked yet because they're trying to be proactive on, answering questions that really don't need answered. Okay, and people that do YouTube videos will know what I mean by that. Okay, like you're like me right now. I'm doing this video as we speak, and when I say something, I'm already thinking about, oh, they're gonna fucking say this, so now I have to elaborate. Like, it's just the number of people just waiting to grab a sentence you say and put it out of context. Okay, licking their chops, just waiting for that. So you have to like elaborate on stuff that doesn't need elaborating, but you're just elaborating for the sake of not being misunderstood. It's fucking annoying. Okay, and but I'm just saying. So with that said, one more thing. I got a couple more minutes. I got in a little debate at work with there's a coworker, and she is completely against boxing. She's completely against almost all contact sports. Okay, and she just believes that boxing is an extension of of mankind's flaws. And to a certain degree, I agree with her. Right, where we crave violence, and boxing is like an avenue for that. But she believes it's a bad thing for our society. It's something that she believes in 100, 200 years from now, society will look back on and kind of talk about boxing. Maybe not 100, but maybe 1,000 years from now or something. But we'll look at boxing and talk about it the way we look at the gladiator days now. Like, what I mean? Look at that and be like, how could they do that? And it was interesting, her take, and I don't completely disagree with her. I think that there will be but I think she is doesn't appreciate how mankind can also devolve, and a lot of people don't understand that. Okay, we can also devolve, and as far as our mental capacity. And while I do agree that boxing is in fact an avenue to satisfy our crave for violence, whether it's in a subconscious way or whether you admit it to yourself or not, is relevant. That's almost what it is. But in my opinion, it's a healthy way of doing it. So is hockey, so is football, and any sport that has some gladiatorial nature to it. It's in my opinion a healthy way to kind of, whatever you want to call it, satisfy your violence crave. Rather than just randomly beating somebody up or doing something violent to other people. And not to say that if boxing was banned tomorrow, that just because I don't have boxing to watch anymore, that I would just start going on a fucking shooting spree or some shit. It's not what I'm saying. But it does put that satisfying crave for me. As far as my need, if there's any for violence. That's just kind of the way I look at it. But very interesting. And maybe one day I'll do a more extensive video about that. But just right now, I'm going to cut this short, call it a night. Just wanted to do a quick video, and peace out, and it's summer, guys. It's summer's here. Okay, it's summer times, and the whole nine. Okay, women wear less clothes, and with women wearing less clothing, you would, hopefully, a lot of you can go out and meet some women and do your thing, so you don't get all like, oh, I gotta be contrarian on YouTube. It's the same, right? Peace the fuck out.